Zhang Xiang roared in anger. He was serving her hand and foot every day. She didn't need to go out and work hard. She could just stay at home and be a full-time housewife, and she still dared to suggest a divorce with him, demanding the house, the car, and all the savings and custody of the child? Has being a housewife made her delusional? All of this was earned by him with hard work. Why should he give it all to her? Speaking of which, Zhang Xiang picked up the envelope placed under the divorce paper and looked at it. His eyes froze instantly. Where did she get these pictures from? Inside the envelope were pictures of him and some chick getting busy in the car, along with a letter from her lawyer. After receiving this agreement, you have 2 days to think about it. Either sign it or don't. If you don't sign, I will send all these chat logs and pictures to your company headquarters, and I will also publicize all your corrupt behavior on social media. In addition, I will also take legal action. Signed, Lin Yuchang. Zhang Xiang finished reading, turned purple with anger, and muttered to himself. This house is worth 1.8 million yuan on the market. The old car can be sold for 200,000 yuan, plus 500,000 yuan in savings, a total of more than 2.5 million yuan. Lin Yuchang, does she want to make him broke overnight? But if he goes through the litigation process, with these pictures, the probability is high that he will lose the case. If things get noisy, he may even be fired by the company. He remembered Yu Cheng's appearance and muttered to himself. In fact, Lin Yucheng is very excellent in all aspects. Beautiful, big chest, virtuous. Since getting married, she has never bothered him with housework, and when buying the house, her parents helped with an additional 600,000 yuan. Then he immediately called her. After a while, the other side only responded with beeping sounds. Zhang Xiang was annoyed when he saw this, and muttered, "Has she blocked me?" Then he'll call her parents. As he said, Zhang Xiang immediately called Yu Cheng's parents, but the beeping sounds still rang endlessly. His mood became more and more restless. Damn it, even her parents blocked his phone number. It seems that this time she is determined to divorce him. He thought to himself, at least she should leave him something, right? After all, they were husband and wife. There's no need to be so heartless. In the end, he had no choice but to put down the pen and sign. Now is not the time to think about those things. The top priority now is to keep this job. At the same time, at the Zhihua Hotel, Tiannan, after a fierce battle with Qi Ya, Shen Yuan took out his phone to check the message. It was a message from Shui Wei. Shen Yuan, the renovation of the house is completed. All the smart home appliances have also been installed and checked. When are you coming back to inspect it? Shen Yuan replied, you can inspect it for me. If there are no problems, he will transfer the remaining money. Shui Wei read it and texted back. When are you coming back? Shen Yuan replied. In 3 or 4 days. Shui Wei texted back. Yes. After reading the message, Shen Yuan smiled to himself. Shui Wei is not like the class belle. She has a straightforward personality. She clearly wants to say that she misses him, but she only knows how to say things like, when are you coming to inspect it? When are you coming back? Coach Liu also has more than a dozen unread messages. Thinking of this, he opened Meng Lu's message to read. Hubby. The gym reform measures have been implemented very effectively. The new regulations are now promoting the positivity of the female trainers very well. Look, they are very enthusiastic about filming videos. Attached is a video of a hot-bodied gym girl working out, and then she texted, this is the 3rd day I've been waiting for you to come back. Miss you. Shen Yuan read this and texted back, I'll reward you when I get back. At this moment, the phone rang. It was Yu Jifeng calling. Shen Yuan answered the phone and asked, Director Yu, what's the matter? Yu Jifeng replied, Sorry, President Shen. Sorry to bother you so late. The thing is, Xu Xiaotai, the Vice President of Foreign Trade, has recently given negative feedback on the school's health checkup project. I made an appointment with him to discuss the quotation, but he kept refusing to meet. I don't know what the problem is. Shen Yuan smiled secretly when he heard this. The current health checkup center mainly relies on individual customers and small and medium-sized enterprises. While the foreign trade school has more than 20,000 students, if this business is successful, the expansion of the school service sector in the future will be twice as effective with half the effort. So this project must be won. His relationship with Xu Xiaotai was entirely due to the 10 million yuan he invested in the new startup area. Could it be that he is planning to cross the river and demolish the bridge? Then he asked, Director Yu, has Xu Xiaotai's son's matter been resolved? Yu Jifeng replied, It's been resolved, Shen Yuan asked again. Could it be because the foreign trade school is on summer vacation? Yu Jifeng replied. It's probably not because of the holiday. If he was busy, he would have been busy last week. And the exchanges last week were still very good. Shen Yuan heard this and ordered, go find out if there are any other health checkup centers in Xinjiang that are approaching him. If there is any progress, send me a message on WeChat. Yu Jifeng obeyed and replied, Yes, President Shen. After the exchange, Shen Yuan hung up the phone and thought to himself, if Zhu is really greedy and wants to play tricks on him, he has a backup plan. He can't touch the 10 million yuan of startup capital without his consent. Only 560,000 yuan has been dispersed to Mo Zhenwang, Yan Song, and Lu Xinyue in the first phase, and most of the rest is with those 4 golden flowers. But it is also possible that he wants to compare it with other quotations, and then he will find him to force down the price. But no matter what the reason is, his current approach is making people uncomfortable. In addition to Xu, Kong Zongping and Lu Zhaojiang are all in the same boat. The only person who can help at this time is probably the counselor. Although her position is low, she has participated in some school projects after all. Maybe he should give it a try. Thinking of this, he called Li Zhao. Teacher Li, I need your help with something in the next 2 days. Time flies, and it's morning the next day. After a night of partying, Xin Yu woke up and muttered, Oh, why did I go to bed without changing into my pajamas? Did I drink too much yesterday? Did my brother-in-law take me back to my room? She began to piece together fragments of her memory, vaguely remembering what happened yesterday. Her cheeks flushed red. How could she have said those things to her brother-in-law yesterday? Could it be that she was dreaming? Thinking of this, Xin Yu just wanted to find a hole to crawl into, and said to herself in shame, It's over. It's not a dream. She really did that with her brother-in-law. She's definitely doomed this time. She's so embarrassed that she wants to die. At this moment, Chen Na came outside, knocked on the door, and called, Xin Yun, are you awake yet? Let's have breakfast. Xin Yu was startled and replied in a panic, Awake. I'm awake. Right after, he hurriedly changed clothes and stepped out, just in time to see Jinya talking to Chen Na. Jinya was saying, This morning we can visit the ancient city or the 3 pagodas of Chengsheng Temple, and then in the afternoon go to Snow Mountain. Hearing this, Chen Na said, Let's skip the ancient city and go to the 3 pagodas of Chengsheng Temple. If we have enough time, then we'll go to Snow Mountain. And so, according to the planned itinerary, Jinya took everyone to the 3 pagodas of Chengsheng Temple, a tall pagoda located in the middle of the temple grounds with the natural scenery of trees blending perfectly. On the grass, some horses were leisurely grazing. Jinya pointed towards them and said, Mr. Chen, Miss Chen, how about we climb the mountain tomorrow? This afternoon we can go horseback riding. Shen Yuan immediately agreed. He thought to himself, I'm always riding fake horses. This time I finally get to ride a real one. 10 minutes later, Jinya brought the group to the horse ranch. She pointed to a guy riding a horse and introduced him. Mr. Shen, this is the instructor. Meanwhile, the instructor was intently admiring the girls next to Shen Yuan, thinking to himself, What a lucky day. These beautiful ladies probably don't know how to ride horses. He then dismounted and said, Let's start by getting acquainted with the horses first. Before getting on, you must pet their fur to create a good impression. Riding a horse is actually like driving a car. It's very simple to start, but it's not easy to drive well. Later, I'll take you girls for a few rides, and you'll know right away. Who wants to try first? Jinya raised her hand and replied, I'm a local. I've ridden horses before, so I don't need a guide. Beside her, Xin Yu showed a disgusted expression, thinking to herself, Letting another man guide me on horseback? No way. Chen Na smiled and said, I'm not feeling well, so I won't ride. You guys go ahead and have fun. Seeing this, Shen Yuan said, Instructor, guide me. With that, our boy called the system. System, I need to use the skill pack exchange card. The system immediately displayed a notification. Host can choose primary combat skill, primary cooking skill, primary race car driving skill, primary horseback riding skill. Shen Yuan immediately commanded, Primary horseback riding skill. The system notified. Host has successfully exchanged. Can be used for horseback riding, controlling horses, riding horses. At the same time, information about riding horses and skills were gradually sinking deep into Shen Yuan's mind and muscles. After that, our MC thought to himself, Aren't these 3 phrases the same thing? Wait, These three things are really not the same. It includes not only the habits of horses, but also how to use reins, stirrups, whips, and also skills to increase and decrease speed and brake. At this time, the instructor had already climbed onto the horse. He pointed to the footrest and said, "This is the stirrup, later you just step on this. This is the rein, later just grab this. Come on, get on the horse." Shen Yuan stepped forward and suggested, "Let me sit behind you, instructor." Hearing this suggestion, the instructor asked with some surprise, "Sit behind? If that's the case." "But if that's the case, there's a chance you'll fall. This won't do." Before he could finish, Shen Yuan jumped onto the horse's back. The instructor panicked and said, "Hey bro, don't mess around. Riding a horse is a high-risk sport. It's best to listen to professionals like us." Before the words were finished, Shen Yuan grabbed the reins and spurred the horse on. Immediately, the horse zoomed forward like the wind. Seeing this scene, the instructor helplessly thought to himself, "What the hell? Is this riding a horse? He's clearly riding on my head." Standing behind and watching this scene, all three, Jinya, Chinna, and Xinyu, couldn't help but widen their eyes in astonishment. Jinya asked, "Xinyu, isn't your brother-in-law not know how to ride a horse?" Xinyu replied, I don't know either." 10 minutes later, after going around once, the horse returned, and the instructor was dizzy and staggered down. Ouch! Shen Yuan saw this, and sarcastically said, "Instructor, how about we go around again?" He quickly waved his hand and replied, "No need, big bro. I'm not going anymore. You can have it your way." Shen Yuan said smugly, "That's a pity. I was still wanting someone in front to guide me." The instructor heard this, and couldn't help but curse in his heart. Rides even better than this old man. What guidance does he need? Jingya then stepped forward and asked, "Mr. Shen, so you've ridden horses before?" Shen Yuan replied, "Of course. Haven't you ridden before too?" Hearing these words, Jingya blushed and thought to herself, "Mr. Shen is so naughty." At this time, Shen Yuan turned to Xinyu and asked, "Xinyu, do you want to ride?" Hearing these words, Xinyu couldn't help but feel surprised, her cheeks flushing red.